Hello, today we're going to discuss how you can start a Walstad tank or a natural style tank with no substrate. And when I say no substrate, I mean no dirt, no gravel, no sand at all, and still have plants in your tank. If you're down with that, then join in and also subscribe because I'm going to be bringing more content like this, and I'll be trying to push this technique even further. This is like a derivative of the Walstad technique, if you're familiar with that, which is a natural style tank where you put down dirt or potting soil, preferably sifted, and then you cap it off with fine gravel so the nutrients don't leach into the water, or you cap it off with sand so they don't cap in the water. And then you plant the tank heavily, and it's supposed to make a self-sufficient ecosystem because you have the plants in the water which oxygenate the water, and you have the fish doing their thing, taking a shit, you know what I'm saying, all that, and making your tank more creates an ecosystem. The fish shit, the plants eat the shit, you know what I'm saying, or the you know there's more to it, there's microfauna and things like that, but I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the base cycle, right? So with this tank, we're still getting the same benefits, but we're not doing no soil, no sand, and we're still got plants like this. And I'm showing you the side view. If you see the front and the top, this tank is plush with plants all over. I'm pretty sure you can see an example of what we got right here. We got some guppy grass, folks, right here. Um, hornwort, mostly in the middle, and I forget what this it's super red something over here on the far right. I forget what it's called exactly, but yeah, and we just anchor that down with some lava rock wrapped with water resistant metal, and we just make little burritos of that. I can show you that on a video one time if you like. So what I did to fill the tank was so to start the tank, what I did was I just set the tank outside and let the tank fill up with nature. When I say fill up with nature, what I did was I just let it fill up with leaves, a bunch of leaves, bunch of dead dry leaves. They accumulated in the tank, and I added some logs, not logs, but some pieces of timber that were dried out, super dried out, and I let it rain in the tank. So it just kept accumulating rain, and then we got a big snow. What I think the fish want a little snack. Yeah, who doesn't like to watch fish eat, right? I'm addicted to it, right? So we had a big snow, and the snow basically filled up the tank to the top. But when it melted, it wasn't as much water as we thought it was going to be. But it was still enough to soak everything in the tank. When I say everything, if you look closely, you'll see pine needles, oak leaves, whole bunch of different varieties of leaves. We didn't care because we just let nature fill the tank. After all, it's a natural tank, right? So after we let that get filled up, we let it sit for a while. We did go to a creek and did get a little bit of water from out of there, and we put it in what you call a father fish jar, a resurrection jar. And we just sat and watched and seen what we could what accumulated in the jar, and we had some pretty interesting little very small critters, right? So made sure we didn't have anything dangerous in there like dragonflies, anything like that. And we went ahead and poured that jar once we deemed it was safe, or not the whole jar actually. We just got the little small jumpers and floaters and swimmers that look interesting and we know would get fish to bite, right? So we introduced those into the tank and just let it sit. Now, it was sitting outside. It did a bonus for us. As you see, we got Madaka here, rice fish, mosquito fish. The tank was outside. I'm pretty sure you know the rest. So the tank started filling up with mosquitoes. It's around the time I got my delivery of Madakas. I emptied the tank almost to the bottom with the soap leaves, the log in it, and everything. And I brought it inside with the mosquitoes in it, the larvae, I should say. And I filled the tank up with water. Now, at first, the water was super, super, super dark brown, super dark brown. But when I filled it in with water and also what is that stuff called? Let me go check it out right quick. I got the microphone, so you should still be getting good sound. Yeah, we got the Stress Coat Plus Oppie from Oppie. We put that in there. It's supposed to make the water, take the chlorine and the chloramines out of the water, the tap water, and make it good for fish, right? And take metals out the water too as well. So then you took that, filled trash cans up with water, and just filled this tank with water. Filled it up. And I don't know if I got a video of it. I hope I did. I think I did. But when I say there was mosquito larvae to death in this tank, I'm talking about it was crazy. It was a whole lot of mosquito larvae all around in the tank, all around the tank. And they were going up and down, up and down, up and down. I introduced the fish, and my God, it was fun as hell to watch. I sat there for hours just watching them just snag the mosquito larvae. And it looked like they got full pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like they got full pretty fast. That was how many mosquito larvae was in there. They couldn't even eat no more. But, and I was like afraid the mosquitoes was gonna start hatching up in the room. But it took, I went to sleep. I woke up. They cleared the tank. They cleared the tank, y'all, and it looked like they grew like one extra size, and like they were like juveniles when I got them. When I woke up, it looked like they had became adults. I'm talking about they matured that fast off the mosquitoes, the live feed. And well, I'm gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, what I'm gonna go at, what I'm gonna feed the tank with later. Actually, I can go into it right now. Actually, my plan is now, because I love the results of the live. I mean, I don't like this fry food that I'm giving them. I'm doing it. They love it because these fish got super small mouths. They got the super fireball platies, the super nano fireball platies, super super small, super super red, right? And we got the platinum blue Madakas, the Miyukis, and they got super small mouths, and they love this fry powder. And I think it's bug bites, yeah, and the terror flakes. They like them too. But the bug bites, I can just put a little dash of that. Y'all could get a chance to see it, and they slow sink, so the smaller fish can get a taste. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Madakas rip it up. But so what I plan to do in the future is I plan on getting a culture of Monia and Daphnia and green water, and just culturing those side by side simultaneously with like an air stone and some light. And so I can just have a Daphnia Monia factory. And if you don't know what Daphnia and Monia are, they're super small, like water fleas. That's the best way I can describe them, like water fleas. But they'll jump in the water, you know what I'm saying, and swim like the mosquito larvae did. And hopefully that will jump my production. I don't know if you could see in the far back of the tank, but there's a little box in there where I'm going to be keeping the Medaka eggs, and they've already been like pumping out eggs like crazy. Like, you can't see the lamp. I'll show you the lamp on another video. But the lamp I got up there is like a heated lamp, like what you would put on a turtle tank or a reptile tank. And it just, I don't know, for some reason, it just made them snap. And they just started like sacks of eggs, crazy big sacks. And they've been dropping them on these floaties that I've been making. So I put two in the safety basket that already are loaded with eggs, and I made two more and put them outside of the tank so they can drop eggs on those. And I plan on just swapping those out like every 7 days. And I should, I should, the way they're laying eggs, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like 100 Madakas in like 2 weeks, if not less. If not less. I'm seeing them like they're starting to drop packages of like 10 to 12 eggs. I'm talking about whole clutches of eggs on the mops. Just dropping whole bundles now. First they were just dropping singles. Now they're dropping whole bundles. Like, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like 100 Madaka in like 2 weeks, maybe less. Yeah, but I'm planning on ramping up their breeding with this live food, and they love it. And also, it will keep my ammonia down because I won't be putting food that'll be just floating down to the bottom of the tank. Right, this will be live food that will be able to get in the leaf litter. Because remember, we don't got no sand, no dirt, so we don't got nothing. All the bacteria we have, the nitrifying bacteria we have, is on the leaves, and it was on the walls of the tank. I cleaned off 3 walls, left the bottom with all the nitrifying bacteria, and the back wall was full of like biofilm. So, and also we have an over the back filter, and that's it. And that keeps everything rock solid. I'm talking about everything is 0, 0, 0, 0 nitrates, nitrites, zero ammonia, and 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 people said you can't have a whole lot of leaves or a lot of dead things dying in the tank because it will cause an ammonia spikes. My whole tank is filled with dead matter. My whole tank is filled with dead matter. And also, the benefit I have also with this material, as you can see, the tank is not crystal white. It's got that tannish red color. That's tannins in the water. That's going to protect those eggs, so we don't have to use anything like methylene blue or nothing like that. Let nature do its thing. This is the type of water I believe they like anyway. They like water with tannins in it. They like that nature, right? So, yeah. And the fireball platies love it too. I expect to see some babies in here too, because as you can see, the plants is plush. There's plenty hiding places. The fish tunnel through the leaves. It's crazy to me when I see like a fish just pop out from the leaves all of a sudden. I could see them on the side of the tank digging tunnels and shit like that. It is crazy. It looks like a gymnasium for the fish. Like, they look like they're having a ball in here, right? And it's going to be the perfect playground or hide and seek for the Monia and Daphnia with the fish hunting through there. So it's going to be fun. And hopefully when I keep seeding it, I'm going to keep power seeding it with the Monia and Daphnia, because I know the fish is going to be eating them, but I want them to start finding hiding places in the leaves and shit like that. And also start eating like any detritus and stuff like that's building up in the tank, so they can help out the pink ram's horn snails that we have in there, and the red cherry shrimp, because we got them in there too doing duty. But we're going to get the ammonia and the daphnia to work too as well. So that's how we create a tank with no substrate, no sand, no gravel. All we did was leave a tank outside, let it accumulate with leaves, put branch in there. That was dead, of course, all the way dead, nothing live, everything super desiccated. We also threw some pine cones in there that we had been saving for like a whole year. Threw them in there, so they was super dry. And fill it up with water that we treated with Oppie Stress Coat Plus, and we had mosquitoes in there and everything. We let it rock out, let the Madaka go to town. The super nano red platies, the fireball platies go to work, and That's it. Threw it over the back filter behind it. Just ran that and threw the lights on it. These reptile lights. Yeah, that's it. And she's running. I expect this to turn into a breeding machine. This is gonna be a breeding machine. Well oiled. So please again subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video and ask any questions you might have in the comment section. Matter of fact, let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know if you have Madakas. What kind of Madakas do you have? Tell me, do you like these fireball platies? Do you like nano fish? Because really, that's all I like. All I like is nano fish. I like to see small fish in big tanks. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of cover. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to make it look like a playground, right? So yeah, go ahead, subscribe again. Leave any questions, comments, and I'll be back with you. Again, this is Reggie. Mr. I want to go fast and easy, and it is.